Offering hope, extending compassion, and providing dignity. That is just some of the mission of the Dickson County Help Center here in Dickson. Welcome to Mornings on Main Street. I'm your host, Stephanie Miller. Thanks for joining us today. Coming up, we're going to talk about the impact of the turnout for this year's Turkey Trot hosted by the Dickson County Help Center. Before that, though, I would like to share some numbers with you from the Help Center on their impact in 2024. You can get this on their website, but it says that 5,059 families were helped through the food assistance through their food bank. 570 families received financial assistance. 1,332 families received turkeys in 2024. And then 1,229 children received brand new toys through the Christmas Store toy giveaway. Well, coming up today, we're going to hear from the Director of Communications and Engagement with the Dickson County Help Center. She also happens to be the race director and my friend. It is Angela Moore, and she's going to talk to us about the dollar amount raised thanks to the Turkey Trot and the participants. It was incredible. Not only that, she's going to share with us how we can continue to help with this year's Christmas toy store. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
The holidays bring us together. Gather with loved ones where over 1 million lights shine and celebrate a beloved tradition at Cheekwood's Holiday Lights. Explore the festive mansion decorated by former White House florist Laura Dowling and wander through a magical wonderland of gardens aglow. Get into the spirit of the season at Cheekwood.
Nashville's Nutcracker, presented by Nashville Ballet, returns to TPAC November 29th through December 28th. This holiday season, audiences will journey with Clara and the Nutcracker Prince through Nashville's history and the land of sweets. Tickets on sale at NashvilleBallet.com.
This holiday season, the largest lantern festival in the country returns to Nashville Zoo. Experience more than 1,000 all-new handcrafted lanterns, towering creatures, magical worlds, and a North Pole village. At the center of it all, the Smashville Ice Rink. Welcome back to Zoolumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.
Welcome back. Get a look at this picture. This is amazing. So this year's Turkey Trot, hosted by the Dickson County Help Center, raised $100,000, and that is going to help with so much. Today we're hearing from not only the race director for the Turkey Trot here in Dickson County, but she is also the engagement and communications director for the Help Center. Angela Moore, first off, thanks for your time.
Oh, absolutely. It's a good time to be here, and it's a good time to see everything happening at the Help Center.
It truly is. And before we get into what's happening at the YMCA right now, let's talk about the Turkey Trot and that $100,000. What does that amount of money do for a thrift center?
Oh my goodness, it does so much. Well, so the funds that we raise through the Give N Gobble become unrestricted funds, which goes right to our assistance programs to make sure that we have coverage for duration of the year, but also into those months after the holiday where people tend to give from the heart to our holiday programs. It's going to help people keep their energy bills going, their mortgages, their rent, their utilities, medications, even food.
And I just misspoke. I said thrift center is the Help Center and Thrift Store here in Dickson County. We always think about all the giving during the holiday season, and that is incredible, you guys. That $100,000 is amazing, but you still need donations after the first of the year.
Of course, and the Give N Gobble, the good thing about that, it is sort of our insurance policy to make sure that things operate through the first quarter of the next year. In the first 7 weeks of 2025 alone, we ended up going through about $53,000 in rent and mortgage assistance for a few families, specifically mortgage assistance, where those are families that if they lose their home, that is, and it was at no fault of their own. That's a bigger devastation. So we were so happy to have the funds from last year's Give N Gobble be able to ensure that that was going to go toward those families. So the funds raised $100,000. It will go a very long way and make a huge impact, but we always need more.
How proud you must be. The energy for that 5K was huge.
It was very, I've been known to be an emotional person. I've gotten a little tougher these days, but how could you not be when it was so beautiful? It started off actually with my church choir singing the national anthem, which I gotta say, we have a really, really strong church choir. We're all professional singers. And so it was beautiful to start that way. We had a crane by Jones Brothers Towing Company that came out, so very patriotic, very beautiful. The weather couldn't have been more gorgeous, and I wanted to have moments where people could feel loved. The theme this year was love, and so I wanted people to feel the love of the community, the love of Christ, my love for them, my appreciation, and the love of the people that they serve. We did have a moment of worship in the middle of it too, led by David Baggett, and that was something that my predecessors, when they founded this race 12 years ago, it was bathed in prayer, is how they said it. And so I wanted it to kind of find its center back to the reason that we do these things, which is to glorify God through our actions, but also to help our neighbors and to worship through it.
Let's switch gears now into what we're doing here at the YMCA, the Dickson County YMCA. What's happening here?
Well, welcome to the Dickson County Christmas Store. And I do want to say also, shout out to GraceWorks. They're a great partnering agency with us. Love their turkey trot. I actually learned how to run on that 5K route because I lived where the start line actually is in that complex. And so definitely have a tie to GraceWorks, and they've got a great turkey trot that they do. So very proud for them. But yes, so you are surrounded by, I say welcome to our chaos, but it is the beautiful, bright Dickson County Christmas Store, where we, this is the 5th year that we've done this, and parents are able to come in and I call it like an angel tree on steroids.
Okay.
Parents are able to come in and select the gifts for their own children. So where, and we're not talking any other programs because everyone has, every effort to be able to help their neighbors is a wonderful program. What we love about this one especially though is we are able to give the parents the gift of giving. So I always say that the Christmas store is more for the parents. It will always be for the children, but we will always take care of the kids. I love that we're able to take care of the parents in this, which is why we're making it so beautiful and crazy and over the top in here, because we want them to have the experience that we love them and that we're able to do this for their kids, but they have it in a fun, dignifying way because it's hard to ask for help.
And here's a look at what it looks like once everything is out for those parents to come through. How can we help make Christmases possible here in Dickson County?
My goodness. Well, the easiest way to do it is just to give items. We only accept new unboxed, unwrapped items for the kids. So everything that you see in this room is going to be brand new. And we mark through it in a very discreet way so that kids won't ever know. We don't want to spoil Santa. Last year we were able to do this for over 470 families, which was 1,229 children in our county. And they walk away with a pretty full sleigh too. So any items that you guys want to bring our way, of course funds are also wonderful as well. It is interesting to go to Walmart and have to shop en masse like that. Thankfully, we have some wonderful sponsors. Shout out to Zochem, especially. We received funding from them that we were able to hit some Black Friday sales. My office was full of trampolines this past week, the big kind.
Oh, wow.
Because the best part about this, they receive gifts. I call them table gifts. They're usually in that, $10 to $40 range, so a good Lego set. Every kid gets 4 of those. But then on top of that, at the very end, they get what's called the WOW gift. And the WOW gift is the kind of gift that's $100 or more, and every kid gets that. Every kid gets that. So that kid, there's going to be one kid in Dickson County that gets a trampoline, actually like 5. And I can attest, they're huge. So
that is wonderful.
It's a very intimate one-on-one interaction with the client. It's very, very one-on-one interaction with the client if you're helping them shop, being a shopping aide or a shopping elf, what we call them. And if they don't want to have the gifts wrapped, we send them home with wrapping paper so that they can do it for their own kids. Because at the end of the day, it is really about giving the gift of giving to the parents so that they can have that experience with their children and not have that barrier that was created. And I will share an interesting story about this space that we're in.
Please.
So my executive director, Renee, who you met earlier, she grew up in a situation, or lived in a situation rather, where she had struggled a little bit to provide Christmas for her kids. She was a young mother, and she would always put her gifts for her kids throughout the year on layaway at Kmart. Because she wanted to be able to provide that experience for her kids so that their friends would never know that there was a situation like that. And so for years, she never made the layaway, and it would put her into a situation where she did have a financial hardship. Fast forward years later, she put this together only last year, which I can't believe it only happened. This building used to be Kmart.
I remember.
This room is where the layaway stock was. Oh. And so this room is where the toys that her children had, this is where this all lived. And so this room has always meant to be this space.
That is beautiful.
It's a spectacular story. I think a very full circle moment, the way that God can use things like that.
100%. How can we connect with the Dickson County Help Center?
You guys can follow us on Facebook, Instagram. Haven't quite gotten the TikTok thing. I'm too busy swiping myself. I have to get on top of that.
You will.
You can also follow our website, www.dicksoncountyhelpcenter.org. You can find us anywhere. Okay. And honestly, if you need to get in touch with us for the next month, you can find us here in the back of the Y. We'll be here.
They'll help direct you here at the Dickson County YMCA. When we come back after this, we'll have other locations throughout Middle Tennessee. If you're looking to donate closer to where you are, we'll have that information for you. Angela Moore, thank you so much. Again, communications and engagement for the Dickson County Help Center. God bless all that you guys do.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
What I think of Delta Dental now, it's really their core values. It's the volunteerism, it's the giving back.
Delta Dental gives us 10,000 toothbrushes. So twice a year, we have these children that are going home with food that may not have weekend food, and they're also getting a toothbrush.
The best partners are the ones that truly do impact the community together. And I don't think there's a better example of that than our partnership with Delta Dental.
Hold on, y'all, hold on. I need to make a call. Hey, this is Brianna with Busy Bee. I'm giving you a call to let you know your technician is on his way.
Guys, not yet. Not yet.
Busy Bee,
Now ready, guys.
Call 775-7833.
Other locations to consider donating to this holiday season include the Nashville Humane Association. They accept donations for homeless dogs and cats. YMCA for Nashville and Middle Tennessee through its The Holiday Help Program. Toys for Tots, the Hope Station, which supports families in Middle Tennessee with food and gifts through the Holiday Helper Program. You have the Nashville Rescue Mission, Operation Christmas Child, and the Catholic Charities Diocese of Nashville. This organization supports a variety of programs. But before that, check in your county or your community to see where you can help closer to home. Thanks for joining us today. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday.